Air Force, and she is also one of the most experienced pilots in the Norwegian Air Force with more than 9,000 flight hours. The original color scheme for the Norwegian flying school was blue and yellow, which some of us think is even better than yellow only.
Sounds like a good idea for 2025.
Maybe. Some say that the forward sweep is aerodynamic, gives some aerodynamic advantages, and some people say that it's because the aircraft does not want to fly that fast. The cruising speed is about 100 knots. Instructors on the flying school. We have 2 classes every year, so the next class is starting early August, and the flying portion for that class will be starting August, September, late August, early September. And they will finish up in late November, and the next class started in early January. Which is a familiar field for RIAT and the helicopter force flying Wessex, Sea Kings, Merlins since the late 60s, and for the last 20 years the Joint Helicopter Command has actually have their own base inside our perimeter, and they do winter training every year with all kinds of support helicopters from the Joint Helicopter Command, or rather Joint Aviation Command.
Yes, and of course it goes outside of the rotary wing specializations. The Jaguar Force used to deploy there fairly regularly, and I've deployed there with the Tornado Force in the past.
Yeah, we had the Jaguars and Harriers several times every year doing their exercises with the number 1 and number 41 Squadron.
And earlier this year, I think the Army Air Corps carried out the last deployment of the Mark 1 Apache to Bardufoss as part of their winter training.
Yeah, that's true. We have had the Apache for several years, and they will be back for the new version as well, I hope. We had the Chinook, the display here. They are also familiar at Bardufoss.
Now this is a very, very good formation display indeed in these low-powered aircraft. The engine is the flat 4 Lycoming IO 360 of 200 horsepower. But of course, flying in formation in low-powered aircraft such as these is all the more difficult, isn't it?
Yes, it is. Compared to flying in a high-performance jet, it's a big challenge. Now we can see they're coming straight towards the audience, and they will spread out for the last formation part to do the fan or the starburst first. And they will come around and away to the it's possible to fit the seat the wrong way, facing aft. So normally it's only used for baggage and gear.
It's the first time, not just for this team here, but for this aircraft in Norwegian service, because we've seen the Royal Danish Air Force here with the T-17 supporter variant, indeed a couple of years ago with their